Hi again, this is Micah Mitchell. I am a Dynamics AX support specialist with Clients First Business Solutions. In this short video, we are going to review ProMRO Quick functionality. As we discussed in the previous videos, ProMRO enhances Dynamics AX project through the use of quick templates and forms which provide easy creation of quotes and projects. Here is where it really gets exciting. We're going to go ahead and go into our work order quote area. So ProMRO makes everything quicker, makes it faster, makes it easier. So you'll notice up here, there is a little button, and that is called Quick Create. So we're going to create a quote using Quick Create. Quick Create takes advantages of all the templates that we've already set up. So we're going to go ahead and select a business account. I think 75 was one. Okay. And then basically what ProMRO does is it gives you an easy template to fill out when you want to quote or when you want to do a project. So notice some of these fields have already been filled in. So we're just going to do a description. And then you can enter a lead time if you have a promised lead time. Enter our quote date and close date. So this makes it very easy for the customer to call in, talk to sales. Sales can just basically open this form and fill it out. We're going to go ahead and find our equipment ID. We discussed the customer-specific equipment earlier. So the equipment ID, you can either select from any of the customer equipment. So any equipment that has been in the shop for this customer is going to be available in this drop-down. Or you can select generic equipment. So generic equipment is equipment that's obviously generic, but you can actually make it into customer specific through this form. So we're going to go ahead and do that today. We're going to select DC motor, and then here is a little button that allows you to make this customer equipment. So we're going to press that button, and you can see here you can select the manufacturer, model, unit ID, serial number. We're just going to give it a serial number today. So what this does is this takes this generic equipment and assigns it a customer number. So this will actually now be in the customer specific equipment table. So that's so easy, isn't it? You don't even have to go to the customer table. And then we can also, from here, we discussed engineering values earlier. You can also click this button and view any engineering values. So if the customer knows some values up front that you need to go ahead and record, you can record it right here. Okay, and then we can select what type of project we're doing. Is it fixed price? An estimate center, so where's the work going to be done? A work center, so where on site is that work going to be done? And then, of course, we want to say, this is Micah's quote here. Now, service profiles, we just discussed in the last video. Service profiles help you control all of your costs. They help you be consistent in your quoting to your customer. So we're going to go ahead and click down here and click New. And we are going to see all of the service profiles for the specific estimate center that we chose up here. So you can select service profiles outside of that estimate center, but this just helps, keep people selecting the correct information. So it just makes it a lot easier for people. So we're just going to say, what do we want to do? We want to do we'll just do a repair level 1. Okay, so it's already brought in our component. It's saying that we need 1 per set. So if there was multiples per set, then that might be something that we fill out. And we can go over here to lines, and we can see all of the information that we entered into the service profile template brought in on this service profile on these lines. You can make changes to this information as well. So say you actually need 10 hours per part. You can go ahead and change that here, and you can see what the difference is, what difference that makes to your quote. You also have availability to quote lines, so you can actually change this information if you really want the customer to see different language on their quote, but you need to have this internally. You can actually change that right here. Also, on this quick create quote form, you have the information about pricing. So this is the price per line. So if we go ahead and add another line, say we want to do a repair number 2, repair level number 2, that's going to give you the price for that line. You can make changes to this as well. So if you know that for some reason this customer always requires a little bit extra work and you know that you're going to have to take a little extra time, maybe you want to make it a firm price of $3,000. So you go ahead and change it to $3,000 and check firm price, and then that's going to be the price. So that's it. That's our quote created. We're going to hit OK. And the system is going to do everything in the background. And then we can go ahead and do a service quote. So this will print the quote for us. And you can also select what type of values you want to have on that. This just takes just a moment. And this will show you, this is what you sent to your customer. You can go ahead and email it directly from the system, or you can print it out, or whatever you want to do. Now, once your customer has accepted the quote, it's so easy to go from quote to project. And all of the data that you've recorded in this quote will go through to the project. So we're going to go ahead and go to the Summary tab and just fill out, okay, so we want it because of default. We want it, okay? And then we're going to go ahead and fill out the date. And we already have a customer PO number. So everything's in order. You can see that the system automatically created all of any action items or all the quote details, and you can also see that there's a quote tree view if you prefer that, and you can tell what's going to print on the quote from here, and any project release notes that are necessary. So we're going to go ahead and convert this to a project, release to project, and this just takes you through a quick wizard. And it'll tell you if there's something that's not right before you release it. But in this case, we've got everything filled out correctly. And this just takes a moment. And then it's going to tell you the work order quote was released to project and what project number it is. Now, right now we're looking at only in process. For me, I'm going to go ahead and change this to project so we can see that project. And then you can see here that it's got a project number assigned, so we can go ahead and go directly to that project and see that project. And I'm going to go ahead and filter on this so we can see only that one project. Okay, so you've got your repair level 1 service item that you can record hours and transactions to. And you've got your repair level 2 service item that you can record hours and transactions to. You've got your client, you've got your estimate center, you've got what type of equipment it is. So you've got all the details that you need right here at your fingertips. You also can go ahead and look for the engineering values as we discussed earlier. So that's right there as well, and you can make any changes you need to make. On the EPM tab, you can actually see the quotation number, the original quotation, and the equipment information right here. So it's all at your fingertips. So if a customer calls in, you've got it all right there. So for big ticket items with hundreds of parts, you're going to need a real workhorse. Dynamics AX Project is the most comprehensive way of keeping control and giving you up-to-the-minute financial information. We're going to look at that really quick right here as well. So basically, you have statistics here of what's going on. So you can see all the budget hours and all the realized cost or hours here. So you have control over that the entire time. You can always see what's going on with your quote. You can also, with a project, you can create item requirements from the project or purchase orders from the project. So all of that information shows up in your costing. I appreciate you giving us the opportunity to present ProMRO to you today, and we look forward to working with you soon. Have a great day.